Hello, my name is Swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the Victorinox alox lumberjack. This Swiss Army knife has a handle size of 84 millimeters. We always measure the size of the handle. That gives us the category of the Swiss Army knife. So the alox lumberjack falls within the 84 millimeter range. This size is made either in alox or in the standard Celidor or economic scaled version. This one in my hand is blue economic scale. So you see there already the tool combination is the same. We have the basic tools in the alox lumberjack, the main blade, the wood saw and the combination tool. The combination tool is used as a screwdriver, as a can and bottle opener, and as a wire stripper. Also, this model features a split ring for easy and secure carry if needed. The main differences between the alox version and the Celidor or economic scaled version is the thicknesses. While the aluminum one is relatively thin, you see the thickness of the plastic scales add up a lot. But you have two features more. You have the tweezer and the toothpick, which we don't have with the aluminum scale version. For us in Switzerland, that's not that much of a deal. We usually have the toothpick and the tweezer in the wallet. There they are more secure to carry. So that's the main differences between the standard lumberjack and the alox lumberjack. The alox one makes for a way thinner, more robust packaging. So back then, as I was living in Switzerland, pretty much in between Wenger in Delemont and Victorinox in Ibach, I discovered my first lumberjack at a local store, of course in Celidor, and I was amazed about it. That particular model back then had the red scales, the standard scales, but they make it in different scales: black, blue, white and red. The economic scales are pretty much for advertising. They are easy to print on. They are not standard items that are available on the US market. But back then they were pretty common in Switzerland. And as I saw that model, I already fall in love because the compact size of this knife and the useful tools. I pretty much have every tool in this kind of knife as we would have in the more bigger, more heavier farmer Swiss Army knife. The farmer Swiss Army knife is a 93 millimeter. Again, the handle length give its category. So I was really pleased with the smaller 84 millimeter compared to the similar tools in the bigger 93 millimeter farmer. So first I did not know about the alox version because that was no longer in the production. It was gone for many years, and because of pretty good contacts to the factory, I was able to get some more runs of the alox lumberjack be made. This in addition to the standard Celidor or economic scale one. the economic and Celidor, we did not offer that much yet as a limited Swissbianco editions, but it would be possible, of course. We did concentrate mainly on the alox lumberjack, and over the years we did do a lot of different colors. This one is in a purple. For the Blade Show 2011 in olive green. Also for the Blade Show 2011 in blue. Of course in Swiss red. One of the main colors that we have on the alox. Black. Black color is always popular too. And the specialty from Swissbianco in splash. We did in the past many different multicolor hard anodized ones. And currently I work on the next run. Those kind of finish are like a trick anodizing. You have multiple colors at once, and they are not that easy to reach that kind of style of a knife. Each one of those is unique, handmade. Those scales are one of a kind. It's like a fingerprint. Even if we would like to make a couple of those, we would never reach the same results. So they are pretty unique, and there are so many different possibilities of the color combinations, and we could make up to about 6 or 7 colors. Different colors on such a scale. These knives that I show you here are from my personal study collection. I just did take them out of the drawer for this video. They are not for sale, but we have some other special Swiss Army knives in the newsletter, in the Swissbianco newsletter, and there you see the selection, what is available. So for the future, as a sideline, we gonna work on the 84mm fire steel version. This one is a hand assembled prototype. It's not a lumberjack, it has a cadet configuration, but you see already the 84mm fire steel. There is more videos about how to use the fire steel Swiss Army knives on my YouTube channel. It's basically an attachment that you can start a fire with a flint and a tinder. This configuration will hardly ever wear out. It's not like a magnesium or mesh metal rod that you basically shave off each time. The amount that is going off on the back side, on this side, on the striker side, is so little that you will have a hardest time to wear that out in a lifetime, even if you would make a fire daily. So it's really durable. This fire steel attachment is made in Switzerland. It was an idea from the late Mr. Brunner, Horst Brunner, a man, an absolute kind man from Switzerland with a great passion for knives, especially pocket knives. He had a great collection that is now owned by Victorinox, and it was always a pleasure to be in contact with him. He was really a great man. And the fire steel actually was made by Mr. Fischlin, another great example of a Swiss man. He still manufactured the fire steel part for Swissbianco, and you see his stamp, the fish little fish stamp with lean in it. That's his trademark, fish lean. So that we both try to keep the tradition from Mr. Brunner up and make the fire steel Swiss Army knives from time to time and offer this as a limited swissbianco edition. So this fire steel will be added on the 84mm victorinox alox lumberjack on the back side. Will look pretty much like the 93mm fire steel farmer that we did in the past. Mr. Brunner did not make it in 84mm, but this style of knife we like that much, and we would like to add the fire steel. It will not be that much more heavy or bulky, so that is not a problem. The white differences about the different models, I have to drag that a bit closer. Yes, we see we have 43 grams from the alox version compared to the 44 grams on the standard economic or Celidor. That doesn't matter that much in between. So you see the difference is really not that much. That works out. The different thickness with the Celidor or economic scales, we come to close by 14mm. The alox one is a little bit over 8mm. So if you want to have a compact, easy to carry knife with a lot of functions in a small packaging, the alox lumberjack is hard to beat. Also, more and more the knife laws get strict, and this Swiss Army knife doesn't look like a weapon or like a threatening tool. It's just a nice, small, compact Swiss Army knife, so that shouldn't be much of a problem in most places of the world to carry this with you. Always check your local laws, of course. That's just the advice that I can give. There is so many different laws out there. It's tough to keep up. But always make sure you are on the legal side. And with Swiss Army knives, with the reputation they have, especially with the law enforcement community, that shouldn't be considered as a weapon. It's really a basic tool. Which brings us to the survival kits. Many US people carry the Altoids cans, the boxes, and the 84mm fit in there perfectly. You see, you have even more space for additional stuff. Even on the high side, it would work. With a little bit of bending, you can put it in. So there you have a compact knife that is really working well for this kind of application. The 93mm farmer on the opposite, of course, it's way heavier and bigger. You need to put in that way. In the Altoid can, it will not fit the straight way, and also the high way you can bend it. It will bend a bit, but it will go in. You still have plenty of room for other items if you choose the more common farmer Swiss Army knife. But for myself, I basically use the alox lumberjack. It's so easy to carry. in this kind of kit, and I like this configuration. The main blade of the knife, of course, it's ground on both sides. It has a flat ground edge. You can convex edge the cutting edge if you like to, for more durability. They are pretty easy to resharpen. The steel, the stainless steel, is not that hard on the Rockwell scale, so a standard sharpening stone will work for that. As we close it and open the saw blade, people might get the impression that the saw blade is not that much of a length, but I can assure you this is plenty enough for pretty good size limbs or little trees. The point is, with the Victorinox saw, they are pretty aggressive. The grinding that they did on this saw is really a masterpiece. Any of the Victorinox Swiss Army knife saw blades are really sharp, brand new. You see, this one is brand new because there is a little bit of grinding material left on the edge. On this, you see that this saw was never used, as this will wear off as you grind the very first piece of as you saw, the very first piece of wood that will wear off. That is a good example that you see here. That part here will, yeah, there we see it. That part will go off. That's just for you, that you see if the knife, the saw blade was used or not. The drawback is, because the Victorinox knives use a riveted construction, you can't easily replace it. So once it's dull, you need to figure out how to resharpen it, or you can check with the customer service of Victorinox in your country how to get the saw back sharp. If it would not be riveted, we could just replace it, but the average person can't do that, and of course it will void the warranty. The combination tool will lock in this position. It has not a positive lock, it's just spring loaded, that it snaps in these two positions. We see the the screwdriver, of course the bottle and can opener. The use as a can opener will work. It's a bit less efficient as the 93mm version. The difference is in the design, but we see on the 93mm we have a pretty sharpened edge that will cut the cans better. On the 84mm we don't have that. We basically use this point here and a bit on that part of the blade for cut into the cans, but it still works pretty effective, and in a survival or everyday use situations you quite likely not gonna open 20 cans. For me personally, I don't own an electric can opener. I still use that tool for every can I open, and it works best. So this tool, if you get that Swiss Army knife, test it out a bit as you get the tool, so you see how it works, that you know in an emergency how exactly it works. For the bottle opener, there of course it's no problem. As usually the wire stripper notch is in there too, and it snaps pretty firmly in place. easy to open, easy to close. The split ring attachment is essential for my personal use. If you are in the woods or on a lake or anywhere that you could drop the knife and lose it, you can do it like we do in Switzerland. You can put it on a cord or on a chain. Victorinox still sell such accessoires. It's pretty easy to make one yourself too, with a piece of paracord or bungee cord or a small chain. And then the other end of the chain or the cord will be secure, fastened on your belt. That's the way how we do it in Switzerland, instead of the pocket clip. That is a different solution that works well too. We did play in the past with the different colors, of course. What we work on is a run in orange, plain orange. The point is that we want to have a color that is not easy to lose in the woods, in the forest. And the plain orange without the silver clouds on this splash is the way we wanna do that. So that's in the work, and